Drink Champs motherfucking podcast. Make some noise!
He's a legendary Queens rapper.
Hey, it's your boy N.O.R.E.
He's a Miami hip-hop pioneer.
What up, is DJ EFN?
Together, they drink it up with some of the biggest players,
you know what I mean,
in the most professional, unprofessional podcast, and your #1 source for drunk facts.
It's Drink Champs motherfucking podcast, where every day is New Year's Eve.
It's time for Drink Champs. Drink up, motherfucker.
What it could be, hopefully it's what it should be. It's your boy N.O.R.E.
What up, is DJ EFN?
And this Drink Champs Thanksgiving. Make some noise! Right now, I usually do a crazy intro. You know, we got 3 guests that's joining us besides the family, people that's here. Usually give a crazy intro, but what I would rather do this time is Thanksgiving. Right. So I would like, everyone, I'm gonna pass the mic to the people that's, that's our guest. So we're gonna start with my brother to the left, Hakim Green. Okay.
Yeah, it's Hakim Green, Channel live and direct, BDP all day, every motherfucking day. All we do is spark madism.
Yeah. And from Def Jam, executive from Def Jam, go ahead, introduce yourself.
This is Ike from Def Jam. I'm just here.
Right.
Family.
That's right. Goddamn, make some noise, Ike. Go ahead, rated R.
It's rated R here, multi-platinum producer.
What mic are you speaking into?
It's rated R, multi-platinum producer, and I'm here with all my brothers.
That's right.
And very grateful because not everybody can make it to the next Thanksgiving.
That's right.
Amen.
Yeah. That's right. So look, fellas, before we jump into the thing, I want y'all to know that Drink Champs going on our 2-year anniversary on Revolt. I believe in 3 years. 3 years altogether. But it's a 2-year anniversary on Revolt. So we're going to give thanks to that. But before we even move on, I want to just pass the mic from the right to left and just be on this Thanksgiving. I want everyone to say something that they thankful for. Start with you, Paul.
What's going on? My name is Paul.
Bizno.
This is Drink Champs Sports. Y'all heard me out there throughout the 3 years. I love N.O.R.E. I love EFN for the motivation. Right. Salute to everybody at the table. Dream Big Hip Hop Podcast. Salute.
That's it? That's what you grateful for?
I want to give a shout out to everybody that's subscribing to me. And I want to give a shout out to the hip hop that's actually accepting us as a part of the culture. This is a hip hop culture, Drink Champs, N.O.R.E. and N.O.R.E. has added on to the hip hop culture.
N.O.R.E?
Yeah, N.O.R.E. We moving forward, and it is what it is. But the culture has accepted everything that we doing, and is a fucking blessing. Salute.
Yo, shout out to my god kids. His kids are my god kids.
Oh.
Hey, come on, man.
Shout out to all 6 of my kids. 6. Yeah, I don't fuck around. Kiara, Didi, Aaliyah, Carlos, Madison, and Debo. Holla at your boy.
Well, you just had a new kid and they got a new house, so I'm guessing.
New house.
New house is.
It's a new house, or you bought the old house? How does this go?
For like a year already.
All right. But still new. Still new. Go ahead.
No.
That's what you're grateful for?
I'm grateful just that I have a healthy baby.
Congratulations! I didn't think your dick worked for years. I know you've been going wrong a couple of things for years, and it's not been working out for you.
Never that. Me and Trojan was tight.
I'm just playing. Just as a joke.
I mean, look, man. If anything, that's all I'm really grateful for, man. Thank you for having a healthy baby, and I love my baby girl, man. And I just live for her now. It's a whole different life right now.
That's what's up, man. I appreciate
she look just like you, man.
And shout out to my girl holding it down, straight up.
Go ahead, Rated R.
Yeah, I'm just grateful for having a beautiful family. My son, who's autistic, is talking better than ever. So that's
respect.
That's a blessing. And just to be alive, man. Just to be alive with money, with no money. You know what I'm saying? We got all these beautiful people around us. You know, like I said, things are going so crazy these days that, you're getting phone calls. People are dying on us. So at the end of the day, man, every day is worth $1 million, and so are you.
Respect. Sonny DBT.
Man,
are you welcome for the what is it?
So you don't say no wild
flea
shit
market?
Right now, bro.
Yes.
So you gonna be thankful for
the Drink Champs family, my own family, to be alive, to be relatively healthy, and just thankful for opportunity because we're all here, we all have some type of opportunity, and we need to be grateful for it. So I'm glad I'm here with you guys, and I'm just thankful that we're living for another day.
We're living life.
That's it.
Ike of Def Jam.
Oh man, I'm thankful for health. I'm thankful for my wealth. I'm thankful for my freedom. I'm thankful for good people around me, man. I'm thankful that we can wake up every day and go do what we want to do and how we want to do it. You know, it could always be worse, but you know, I'm thankful for the small things, because you know what? Tomorrow ain't promised for nobody, and everybody getting locked up, all this bullshit. I'm just happy to be out.
Indeed.
And be happy and be with my family tomorrow.
Go ahead, twin.
Oh man, I'm definitely grateful to be here. A couple days, it's gonna mark 2 years since my tragic accident. So, it's been a roller coaster. I was in a very dark place, and now I'm finally happy again. You know, I'm driving. I'm doing what I did back when I was normal. Nothing changed. You know what I'm saying? I'm really grateful for that. Because, you know, it's very, from being able-bodied to disabled is hard. You know, you have to be very strong-minded to keep your head up there. But I'm thankful for having you guys, that it's been my family that has been my number one support through this whole thing, and I'm thankful for that. And if it wasn't for you guys, I would not be here. It won't be no DC Twin. So you already know, man. Twin is back in full effect, eating
Man, I'm thankful for family. I'm thankful for my wife, Jasmine. You know, we going on 2 years married in February, which is also my birthday. So I'm thankful for another year of life, about to touch 50. It's big right now, you know, and I'm thankful. I got that WhatsApp text from N.O.R.E. saying, yo, come join us on Thanksgiving. You know what I mean? Respect.
Dump Trump.
Oh, and I'm thankful to be in a position to say, dump Trump. Yeah.
Wow. We're not done with Miami. You brought a Miami legend. Can you introduce?
Right. Class. Wow. Class.
Yes.
Whoa. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Big facts.
My man Class, aka Tariq Shakir, I-L, you know what I mean? I'm very thankful to be amongst the fam here, you know what I mean? This is an honor, you know, because, you know, I come from the age of the real hip hop, and when it was no bullshit allowed, now, you know what I mean, we watered down a little bit, but like I say, this right here, DJ EFN, that's the fam, you know what I mean? We go way back like car seats, you know what I mean? My man N.O.R.E, you know, we grew up off of that. My man Hawk, when he gave me the call, said, yo, I'm coming to the Drink Champs, I need you to come through, you know, I gotta come represent for the Moors, you know what I mean?
Definitely. For the Moors?
Yeah. What you talking about? We got a mic for Haz. Can Haz speak from back there?
Yeah. Haz still a scumbag though.
You gotta let Haz have a voice, man.
Yeah, man. What's up with Haz, man? Come on, man.
Yeah, come on, pull up.
Yeah. Make sure it keeps recording though.
Touch that flame.
Yo, what up? It's Haz, Hazardous Sounds. You already know what it is. Thankful for my life, my family. You know what I'm saying? My 2 boys. Paul, you all right over there?
Yeah, all already.
I just want to give my two sons a shout out because they listen to the show sometimes. Christian Isaiah, Isaac Elias, I love y'all. Y'all the reason why I do what I do. And I just want to be, you know, give thanks for life and health and all y'all. Y'all my brothers. Much love.
All right. Want to give the team an opportunity?
Yeah. What's good about them, boys?
Boris, you want to talk in Spanish?
It's in Peruvian English?
Yeah, come on. Nah, Bobby.
Nah, Boris, come say something, bro. Come on, man.
Don't be extra, dog.
Speak English, man.
Speak of the English.
He let us speak.
You could have gone right there, but it's okay. You can go right here.
Nah, your mic.
That's right. He likes your mic, right?
I'm thankful to have you guys as a family, you know what I'm saying? I thank you and, you know what I'm saying? He already knows. And I thank everybody, you know what I'm saying, for giving me a lot of opportunities to be here. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Keep going, man. You have to see. Yo,
Nah, my nigga,
family.
it's very simple. He sees me since I was 13.
There's a little bro right
He already
here.
knows what's up. Like, I've been here.
Family,
And he's still going strong.
He been the same size since he was 13.
I'm thankful for everything.
Jose, you good?
He grew up around. We might have raised him a little wrong, but he grew up. We tried. We tried our best.
I seen Boris taking ecstasy at 13. The Miami boys, goddamn.
Kev, you good over there? Any thank yous, man? Well, we thank you to have you, Kev.
Speak on it, man.
Control for real.
Oh, you coming out, Rasta? Let's do this, brother. Go right there.
That's right.
Quick. Mic check. Just thankful for the Drink Champs family. Thankful for my family that's here. Thankful for, everybody that's giving me the opportunity to grow. Everybody that's acknowledging the opportunity of growth. And yeah, let's keep it moving.
Salute.
Shout out to my girls.
Yeah. Anybody else in the room want to say anything? Sure.
Yeah, come on.
Well, you know, ultimately, we want to thank the Drink Champs Army that has supported us from day one. Without y'all, we wouldn't be here today. And ultimately, myself, I want to say thank you, hip hop. Period. You know what I'm saying? Because it provided opportunities for us.
I want to say be thankful to hip hop as well. Thank you to Drink Champs family. Thank you to my real family. Thank you to everybody that's, it's been a real roller coaster these past couple of years. Seeing ups and downs in betweens and everything, but we're here and we're still representing hip hop. We're still putting hip hop on our shoulders and putting hip hop first. So that's what I'm thankful for. Just us being on the front line and putting our own careers on the line. A lot of people don't know we did this for 6 to a year, almost a year without even getting paid. We was actually spending our own money, but we believed in hip hop so much. And even, although we wasn't getting the recognition up front, we knew the impact and what the impact was mean. So I'm very grateful for that. So with that, I'm gonna call a couple of hip hop friends. Let's see who picks up right now.
It's good.
Let's see who picks up right now. Let's see what they're grateful for. God damn it, Paul is ready.
That bottle's insane.
Yeah, that bottle look like you ready to.
That shit is scary.
That bottle look like it comes with a 2x4.
That shit ain't nothing gentleman about this jack, bro.
This is for everybody. It's not for me.
Hold on, everybody.
Yo.
What's going on? The Styles P the Ghost. Make some noise. Yo, Styles P, check this out, man. This is Thanksgiving, so we just going around asking everybody what they thankful for.
I'm thankful to be breathing. I'm thankful for family. I'm thankful for the Creator first and foremost, and Him making me breathe. I'm thankful for music. I'm thankful for weed. I'm thankful for juice. I'm thankful for hip hop, definitely. I'm thankful for good brothers like y'all on the Drink Champs. I'm thankful for a lot, man. I'm thankful for so much. My list is very, very long, but what I'm thankful for.
Oh man, Styles, man, as a person who's seen you from the beginning to now, I gotta thank you for, your evolution and your growth as a person. I could just see, I sort of changed, like, personally, so I want to thank you, man, because, you're an inspiration to me.
Thank you, brother. Ditto, man. Same here, man. We, you know how it is out there. We gotta all grow, try to mature. And like you said, a lot of us didn't make it. A lot of brothers locked up. A lot of brothers dead. A lot of brothers in a bad situation. So you gotta just kind of be thankful to be breathing a lot. So just so.
And keep tweeting. Man, your tweets give life.
That's right.
Your tweets give life.
Thank you, man. You know what I mean? I like talking shit.
Oh,
I love it.
Thank you, Styles P.
Well, happy.
Love y'all, man. Thank y'all, man.
Happy Thanksgiving, Styles. Word up.
Yeah, man, for sure.
I need my slippers though, man.
Oh yeah, I got you. You know what? We on back order. We on back order. That's true. I forgot my own slippers. You know what? I got you.
The Patrick Ewing.
Yo, I got you. I got that. What size are you with Patrick Ewing? 9?
Yeah, like I'm a 9.
Oh, I got that for you. All right, we got that. All right, Styles. Happy Thanksgiving.
Love y'all.
All right, love.
holidays.
All right, peace. So, make some noise to Styles P, y'all.
Shout out to the Jews,
You know what I'm saying? Let's try one more call, then we're going to go to Capone after. Because also it's the CNN 18-year anniversary. I didn't know. 18 years. I didn't know that's the same day as my father's birthday. I totally forgot.
Damn.
Wow. Yeah, so my father, God bless the day.
Respect.
Hello? Please leave your message for.
No, let her talk.
She's thankful for work too.
She's thankful for.
So calling a couple of rappers. We had Raekwon call last week, right?
He could thank some people.
Yo, what's going on? It's Jim Jones and Drink Champs. Make some noise! Jim Jones, we calling everybody to see what they thankful for. But before I ask you what you thankful for, I want to say a big congratulations to you guys out there in that Diplomat tour bus. You guys out there with that big concert happening tonight. You know what I'm saying? And that album. I want to say congratulations, my brother.
Oh man, thank you very much, man. It's been a long time coming, so thank you, my brother, for real.
Absolutely, man. We know the album come out today, and this episode is out today. So we wanted to just ask you real quick, what are you thankful for on this Thanksgiving?
I'm thankful to still be here. I'm thankful for my family, my son, my lady, my mom. Thankful for my Diplomat brothers, man, to see us back together and on one accord and communication being there is a very dope thing, you know what I mean? And to be in this game, man, 20 years later. So I'm thankful, man.
Hell yeah, man. And I heard you quarterbacking the whole Dipset thing. I'm hearing you're A&R in it and everything.
Yeah, I mean, well, I had to put my working hat on for this album, but it was a great experience, man, just to be able to see my brothers working in action and just putting it together was all fun to me, man. So it was great.
Well, definitely, we're gonna let the people know to get that diplomat ties, right?
Go get that. Diplomatic ties.
Diplomatic tie. Yes, today. And congratulations on everything. If you're in that New York City area, make sure you go out there and go see him at the world famous Apollo. God damn it. Make some noise for Jim Jones. God damn it. Yo, thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, y'all. Everyone on the Yonde, we gonna do it. My nigga, thank you. All right, one love. One. You know what I'm saying? We got hip hop. All right, so before we jump into the next let me just get this other phone call knocked out the way because Capone and Noriega just turned 18 years old on our second album. Real hip hop classics. Yo, what's going on? Capone is on the phone. Make some noise.
What's happening?
Yo, you had an album that turned 18 years old today. How you feeling?
Blessed, man. I'm feeling real blessed, man, because the album was monumental right there for me. You know, that was my baby as soon as I came home from jail. You know what I'm saying? So I'm feeling real blessed.
Right, man. I remember that day you came home from jail, baby. You smell like Corecraft soap.
Y'all do that. Most of that album is here, Craig.
Is that jail soap?
Wait, Capone, you heard EFN's question? Say it again.
Most of the album was recorded here in Miami at Hip Factory.
Say that again.
He asked if most of that album reunion was recorded in
I'm not asking the question. I'm telling you the answer.
No, we did most of it, but we did a lot of sound on sound too.
So you did half and half.
Yeah, half and half.
I remember the whole skit of Wet Willie's was after we went to Wet Willie's.
Yeah, with Tyson Besser.
We were super saucy that day.
Right.
That skit was so real though. You know?
The skit was real. Yo, so Paul. So Paul, this Thanksgiving, we just asked everybody what they thankful for on Thanksgiving, so it would be no, we had to ask you as well.
Yeah, no doubt. You know what I'm saying? I'm thankful for just being alive, man. Thankful being alive. Thankful for my family. Thankful having great people on my corner, you know what I'm saying? To keep me grounded, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just thankful that, I just live to see another day, man. That's all you can do. As long as you wake up, you just be thankful for the man above, man.
Word up, man. Well, congratulations on that 18 years. Woo. You got a 20. Well, this year we got a 20 album turning 21 years old, so our album can officially drink.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right. We gonna get drunk for our album.
We gonna get drunk for the album, definitely. Yo, well, Paul, good seeing you, man. Yo, tell your family happy holidays and everything, man. And hopefully we get to see you up here soon.
No doubt, family. I love y'all.
I love y'all too. One love. Come on, make some noise in the boat. All right, now that we got that all out the way. This is when I want to dig into hot topics or fucking current events. First off, everybody make sure that door closes. I want a moment of silence for Kim Porter real fast, real quick. God bless Kim Porter, man.
God bless.
That was shocking, you know what I'm saying? I don't really want to get into that because I don't know the details and it's kind of a sketchy situation. But I do want to say rest in peace to the Porter family, rest in peace to the Combs family, condolences to both sides and whatever happens. But moving on, I want to get into something that we all indulge in. This is Thanksgiving. What the fuck is going on with Tekashi 6ix9ine?
That's for Thanksgiving?
Yeah, man. Hey, you gotta have some juicy. Listen, man.
What do you say? For Thanksgiving.
First off, a good friend of mine's, Fat Joe, schooled him. I don't know if you've seen that.
That clip is necessary. It's a haunting clip, to be honest.
He said the feds are plotting on you.
Right.
That's what the OG need to do.
If he foresaw it,
he's like, trust me.
What year you came into the game?
87,
87? What year you came in?
94, 95.
Okay, so you first then. All right, cool. Have you ever seen something like this unfold in the industry? Like, I've seen shit like this unfold where kids don't know what they're doing in the hood. Yeah. But I've never seen somebody do this on television. This is the first time like where
people promote the wrong subjects. And
Hold on one second.
Hold up.
Fat Joe the Don is calling in. Fat Joe.
Noriega, man. Noriega.
Yo, listen.
Wow.
Yo, listen. You're the hottest guy on viral with the internet right now. We're talking about Tekashi 6ix9ine. And then, so what did you feel when you see that your video went viral for some advice that you gave this kid?
Man, I felt bad that it went viral because of something. You know, this kid might go to jail forever, man.
Right.
You know, so I felt bad that was the reason I went viral. You know what I mean? But you know, I try to warn the kid, man, and I met him a couple of times. No, I ain't gonna lie to you. He's a good kid. You know what I'm saying? So, and I don't wish that on my
He
enemy.
told us that after the interview,
Yeah, so I couldn't, you know, I feel bad for the kid, man. I really do.
Right.
I ain't gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt. So Fat Joe, we calling everybody, asking them what they thankful for this Thanksgiving. So we just gotta ask you that as well.
I'm thankful that you my brother. You one of my best friends on the planet Earth. I love your kids. I love your wife. I love Drink Champs. And let's eat plenty turkey tomorrow.
Let's do it, man. I'll see you tomorrow, brother.
God bless.
All right, one love. All right, yo. So he was getting to you, right? Have you ever seen that? Like what I mean is, I've seen gimmicks before. I've seen people, you know, do things that you know they're not about their life. I've never seen nobody go this far to this furthest extent in front of this type of audience. Have you?
Nah, I haven't seen none of that. Like this kid just has a show. Like for everything, all his moves, you know. I kind of feel like he moves like 50. I don't, you know what I mean. I see his mechanisms where he goes. I met the kid personally. I was lucky to meet him at Swiss's event. You know, shout out to Big Swiss doing good things. But I met him and I had a great conversation with him. So I already knew the kid knows what he's doing. But you know, as far as promoting suck my dick and all that other stuff, like that's wild, man. Because like you know, your sons are gonna tell you, Dad, suck my dick if they keep listening to this. That's so this is where I see it goes left. So that's something I think he should work on, and that has to do, like we were talking before, is his peers. His team is supposed to do, you know, direct them into the right order.
You can hear him though? Because it doesn't seem like he's talking. Oh, you hear him? Okay. Yeah. So Ike, you being an executive at a record label, and especially this kid is at Universal. So Universal is basically your parent company of Def Jam, correct?
They own Def Jam, right?
Yeah. So if he was your artist, how would you you would have went about this?
Damn, that's tough, man. You know, because you can't really tell a grown man what to do these days, especially.
Well, he's not a grown man.
I'm saying, but you know, in this day and age, you know, these kids, you can't even tell kids what to do.
That's true.
Exactly.
That's true.
Especially with social media, you can only, you can do like Fat Joe did, and try to help him out and speak to him. But at the end of the day, everybody's gonna make their own decisions.
But if the corporate structure is making money off it, are they gonna intervene at all?
Of course, to an extent. Not saying it like that, but it depends. This is a tricky situation because I don't think people were paying attention the way we are because we see it every day on social media, and this is our culture. So we look at it and we paying attention to it. I think more than the higher ups are doing because we see it more than they are. We're
a part of it.
Yeah, we're on Instagram. Our kids are on Instagram, and this is what they're looking up to. So we're aware of what's going on by the minute.
Right.
So I think it's a different aspect of who's watching it, who's paying it more attention, and I'm sure, to be honest, and at the end of the day, nobody thought it would have got this serious. Nobody thought the feds were gonna come get him.
Really? Nobody thought that?
I'm just saying, to that, the way
the way that the dude was talking and the way the dude was moving, I think
he ain't the first one to move like that and talk like that.
And it hasn't been the first one that hasn't been approached by the feds too.
No, but here's the problem. The problem when the feds first got involved with hip hop was with us.
The hip hop police and the whole.
Well, no, the hip hop police been involved, but when the feds got involved, that's because hip hop police wasn't making cases. When the feds got involved, was the shooting between Junior Mafia and Thugged Out Entertainment. When the feds couldn't actually pinpoint a case, and actually when Kim, gave them the information, the feds has had a hard on for hip hop since. And they've been wanting to show people example. Bobby Shmurda was fortunately for him, was state. Because even though it could be a body, if it's not crossing a certain lines, the feds won't pick it up. The feds picked this up because of the trafficking. Yeah, the interstate trafficking. So the feds was like, and WICO.
Well, and to put it in perspective, RICO are usually cases that are applied to the mafia or mobs.
No, that's how
it's invented.
But here's the deal. It's five or more members who claim the same name. So so how about you, Hawk? You know what, Hawk? About you, I don't know if I'm correct what I'm about to say, but you guys came in a game where there was no gimmicks. You had to be nice.
Yeah, you definitely had to.
You had to be nice.
In terms of the rap game,
you had to be creative. You had to be original.
You had to come up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't. You can't just hop in the game.
Because what a lot of people don't know. Sorry to cut you off. A lot of people don't know. Because Tekashi 6ix9ine is like DMX and Onyx had a baby. Like his music. His music.
And he reminds me of Tupac a little bit too.
Well, he gonna be Tupac now.
Unfortunately.
And he got a little singing to him. I don't know. Paul came here drunk, man.
No, but I understand.
But it's just unfortunate because we live in a shock value culture. You know what I'm saying? I was a school teacher. You know what I'm saying? So like when I came in the game, it was like I came up on the KRS-One. D's, all that. You know what I'm saying? It was like a responsibility to live by a certain ethic, you know what I mean? And you see that change over time. I think Tekashi right now is just like the epitome of that. Like he's gonna do whatever, say whatever, do whatever, just to get the shock value, get the likes, get the hits.
And it was working.
Yeah, and it was working. But like you said, you have these terms that like kind of classify groups of people, and you gotta watch what you say, you gotta watch how you move, you know what I mean? So certain other people could be doing stuff, and we just don't like y'all, and we want to grab all y'all. We could just name it whatever, and come on, let's get it popping.
Did you see the Breakfast Club interview with him?
Yeah, you know what? And I was extremely impressed. I seen another clip of him on YouTube where he's in DR.
He's a smart ass kid, man. He's a smart
kid. Philosophy and metaphysics, and I'm like, wow. So for me, the whole thing was a gimmick. You know what I'm saying? I like some of his.
You think
records.
it was a gimmick? You
No, but
it's
definitely gimmicky. It's gimmicky because I'm trying to do something to get a whole bunch of likes right now.
If you pay attention to the indictment, what it actually says was after the Breakfast Club interview, because he denounced his boys, which you should never do. Like you could distance yourself without dissing your boys.
His original management, which was the
gangsters, the gangsters. So when he did that, the feds actually came and got him and said, "Yo, listen, we're coming to get you because they were going to do you filthy."
Wow.
Yeah, they actually said they were gonna super violate you. That is some super New York shit. Like when you use the word super, that's some straight like you got super, just super. That's some straight New York shit. So when the feds came to them and said they said they was gonna super violate you.
He said on the interview that they was gonna get his moms.
That was the promoters. That was the promoters.
Yeah, he was talking about how they promoted.
I've never seen somebody like. I mean, other than Kanye. What I mean by Kanye, Kanye didn't lose his mind as far as. I'm talking about culture currency, like what Talib said, and culture currency meaning like in the culture where people like, how can you spend your money? I've never seen a kid who had the whole world
in his hands.
In his hands. People tell him, you're gonna fall. And him tell him suck his dick, and it still worked though. We laughing now, but it still worked. That his numbers he was 10 for 10. The kid wasn't lying. He was 10 for 10 on the Billboard. I know people who can't get on the Billboard who's platinum.
But isn't that indicative of today's social media age where it's like, I don't give a fuck, whatever works for me to get these followers, these likes.
No doubt. And it's fucked up. It's fucked up.
That's all that matters.
It has to be an example of where that goes.
This week I'm popping, next week I don't give a fuck, next week you get indicted.
Here's the deal. When you a drug dealer, you're doing something bad, there's examples of a bad drug dealer and where he ends up at. There's examples in the gravesite of a bad drug dealer. There isn't no example of a troll going too far, and this would be the first one.
Yeah,
and it's fucked up.
Troll culture.
This would be for the troll culture.
You think
because
he's the first troll?
He's the first one that won. He's the first one. Kid was getting 180,000. I've been in this game 20 years. I've never got a show for 180,000.
180,000 for a show.
180,000, bro.
He's about to go to.
I've been in the show 20 years. I've never got a show for 180,000. I got one. Shit. It was like a Prince of Arabia. Some shit was private.
You were in Dubai.
Yeah, it was like some dumb shit like that. Yeah, but I wanted 180. I'm gonna just throw that out there. It was like 100.
He's getting it.
But what I'm trying to say is that was his normal price. So he was the first example of it actually working, of it trolling and it actually working. Have you ever did that, Ike? Like worked with an artist that you didn't agree with their method or their music or their output?
Or was that even the strategy at a point?
Nah, I don't think so. Because you know what? At the same time, you gotta let an artist be creative. If that's how they're creative, you can't. So I'm there to do a job, and the relationship after that is a bonus.
Right.
So I just do my job and try to do the best, and try to relate to the artist that you're dealing with. But I never got involved in that or trying to tell the artist what to do. Like I said, that's their creative side. If that's how they're gonna promote themselves, or that's a part of their plan. What can you say?
All right. Last time I was hanging out with you and Casanova, y'all had beef at first before y'all got cool, right?
Man, don't do that. That's my brother.
But what happened at first? At first y'all met each other?
It was just some bullshit, man. Cass, my man, man.
Yeah, Cass is a great guy.
Cass, my brother.
Great guy. And I like the Cass
He's
stand.
a great dude, man, for real.
I like his stance on when Tekashi actually got locked up, and he's the one to step up and be like, why is everyone happy that this world?
He's a once you get to know him,
right?
At least Cass, he's a genuine dude. He means well.
He was great on the show.
Yeah, he has character.
Right.
I was on the road with him for a few days.
Wow.
Had a blast. But that's my man, Cass. Big shout.
Wow. Okay, now moving on, and we'll go back to it at any time. But Snoop Dogg receives a Hollywood star.
We gotta get him right.
I'm gonna be honest. To tell you the truth, this is the 100% honest truth. When I looked at Snoop Dogg has a star on my timeline, I skipped it because
That was old?
I thought it was old.
I
thought it was old because I swear to God, I thought he been had a star.
He deserved that shit 10 years
Because doesn't
ago.
Pharrell have a star? With no disrespect to Pharrell, I love him.
There's
I love
actors
him.
that get
I love you, Pharrell, but
Giving them out.
Snoop deserves it. So what do you think about when you seen that?
Yo, Snoop is a great person. Tried and true. Every time I see him, it's all love. So for me, he should have been had a star.
Right.
And he's so.
I thought he did have a star.
Yeah, he's so much California. He's so much California. Like why wouldn't he be like first up to bat?
Absolutely.
Like Snoop is a great guy, and congratulations to him.
And he thanked himself too in the speech. It was dope.
That's become a meme too.
Yeah.
Dream Champs alumni, by the way.
Yeah, that's right. Ike, what you think about Snoop Dogg having a star?
I love it, man. Well deserved, I was happy. Like, I think he represented this culture for a long time. He reinvented himself so many times.
Right.
He been deserved that star.
All right. Definitely.
Snoop is an icon.
He's on TV with Mark Stewart. Come on, man.
Right.
He sat in front of the White House, smoked the blunt.
Yo, you ain't drinking? You ain't drinking
that? Your man.
You want some?
Don't be from.
I'm good.
What you drinking? Water? What you drinking? Over there.
Ciroc.
Okay.
Pinot, not so greasy.
I want to touch the Tiger.
Tiger Bomb. Oh shit! Yeah. This is the first guest ever. He asked for it by first name.
You asked for it?
Jesus, yeah. Well, that's herbs. And because you on your vegan, I seen you this morning. You was cleaning greens.
Yeah,
you know not to touch romaine.
Not to be confused with your name.
Hakim Green. Yeah, no doubt. Don't touch the romaine.
Right. What happened with the romaine lettuce? I don't understand.
They said it was some
The
type
E. coli,
of E. coli.
Yeah, that's how
they
fucked up we make it our food.
Not in South Florida, though.
Yeah,
everywhere. Everywhere. It's distributed from everywhere.
I had some romaine today. We good.
Yeah, you're about to die. Sorry.
They said you walk in the restaurants and
I had a big bowl of spinach today too. So is that romaine?
No.
Paul's about to shit his brains out right now.
We good.
Romaine is that season.
Oh, you're about to pour it out like it's Pinot Grigio.
Wait, give him a cup. A shot glass. A shot glass.
Are we taking a shot of this?
Where's the haze? Why not?
Fuck it, let's do it. Thanks, here. Let's take a shot.
I'm gonna be honest. I had some great sea bass, so I kept
Now
burping.
we're ruining your sea bass now.
I kept burping sea bass, it tastes so good. Tiger Bone is gonna ruin it.
It's gonna ruin it.
Yeah, see, he knows how to ball. See, at least no, brother. He's a Moor.
Come on, faster, man. We're gonna.
Okay, and the Moors is the people who conquered Italy, correct?
Yeah, they conquered.
The Moors conquered Spain.
Hannibal was a Moor. You know, I love my shit, nigga. Genghis Khan was a more. Alright, look, I'm gonna fully warn y'all, take off your motherfucking coats. Take off your hats.
Why?
Because once the Tiger Mom get there,
I'm gonna take it out.
Can I get some water?
You know, damn, do we got water? I can pour you some in the cup. You know, Nas posted that the other day. Pour you some in the cup.
Thank you.
You know, Nas posted that the other day.
Thank you.
He put more. He put,
Well, you know, more was just a term we were using before we were using the word black, Negro.
Those are both of my cups, though, sir, but I'll give it to you.
Both of them?
Yeah, because that's how I know my cup from everybody else.
You gotta give him a.
We'll get more. We'll get more.
Yeah, like I was saying, more is just a title that we were using before. Christopher Columbus and these guys came here. Before we started calling ourselves Negroes, Blacks, Colors, Indians, and all these. More just meant dark skin. This is why in Latin, when you say dark skinned woman, it's morena. Moreno.
Damn. You just scored.
More. Like if you Puerto Rican, you know what I mean? That before the United States got incorporated. Puerto Rico used to be the Isla Boricano, which is the Boricano Moors. You know what I mean? That's where the word Boricua come from. These are dark skin Taino.
So let me ask you a question. When they said the Moors invaded Spain,
you took your Tiger Bone already?
They said they meant like Islam also invaded at the same time. So the Moors aligned with Islam at that time?
Well, you know, Islam is a difference. See, I'm a Muslim. That predates the Muslims. You know what I mean? So Muslim with the O. So we were the people that was going on around. We were conquering everywhere. Like I say. Over here in this part of the turf was known as prior to the United States getting incorporated. Over here was known as the Al-Maghreb Al-Aqsa, which means the Morocco of the farthest west. Okay, so this was the Empire of Morocco over here, and that's the Kingdom of Morocco over there. A lot of people don't know that history. That's the history they took away from you because they wanted to make you Negroes, Blacks, Colors, and slaves on paper. So when you started signing birth certificates and socials, you became a slave on paper. Okay, so if I call myself black in law, it means to be a 14th Amendment citizen, chattel property slave.
Damn.
You know what I mean? Yes. I mean, guys, this is just research I can go look up. You know what I mean? So
You like John Leguizamo.
Yeah, man. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Your drink. You got a shot? Wait. Yo, listen.
We're doing it.
Man, I think my shot's too big, bro.
Listen, brothers. Let's go warm you up. All right, everybody, relax. Listen.
You want some?
Get it. Come on, please. I got a speech, please. Please. I got a speech. The other day I went to Denver, right? And when I went to Denver, I remember always going to that part of the world. When I go to Denver, I go to Portland, go to Utah, I go to Arizona, I go to this little park. I go to Utah as well. I don't know if I said that. But when I went to this Denver, and all of these people that's from these other parts of these countries, other parts of the Portlands, the Arizonas, the Utah, they all DM'd me. It's like, yo, where's the show at tonight? And I realized
he was on tour.
It's the first time that I went through these type of states and I didn't have to perform. I didn't have to go on stage and shake my ass. So drink champs.
Make your best Tiger Bone face. Oh, I know karate. Do you know karate? Karate.
It's like season 1.
And we already talked about Snoop, right?
Yeah, let's get a push-up. What's going on?
You said anything about Snoop?
I just think Snoop is a class act because he'll stop for everyone. He's been through hell with the Suge Knight and all that good stuff. So he's a soldier at heart.
Yeah.
And he's good to the kids.
All day.
So he's definitely a scout's honor.
Yeah, man.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Snoop, once again. Pusha T, man, let me just tell you, man, he looks victorious again.
I think that was ridiculous what happened over there, man.
Okay, what part you think was ridiculous?
I mean, I just saw the video. It just motherfuckers just throwing shit at him. I mean,
Right.
it just, I don't know, man. It's just, come on, man. It's lame.
It was nothing. They jumped like somebody tried to get at him, and the bodyguards did
just
their business.
throwing that liquids at him.
There was a couple of regular homies too.
Pusha T put a comment on Academics page. She says, "Oh, Academics, don't play me like that if that's me on the floor, nigga." Like, something like that.
Yeah,
He said it was somebody else.
At the end of the day, I don't think we should even be talking that much about it because we shouldn't keep pushing any of these beefs. Like, fuck this shit, dude.
I mean, that's to each his own, man. I'm
just saying. No, real talk. No, look. I'm saying the natural bias would be like, oh, Drake and this and that. Like,
but that's it's been a hip hop tradition. When Trick Daddy had beef with a guy named Trick,
Yeah, Trick.
it was a known fact that when Trick Daddy went out there, Trick hired people to be in the front desk.
Well, Trick actually bought. From what I heard, Trick brought him out.
Well, if you don't remember, we said that on Drink Champs. We said that when Pusha T had a sold-out show, we wondered if Drake had bought some of these tickets.
Right.
Because remember, that's what 50 Cent was claiming at the time. So come to find out, if he didn't buy a lot of them tickets, he bought some of them because these guys were hecklers. They were throwing shit. You're Dominicans guys, you want to step out? Because y'all throwing us out. Shut the fuck up, right? So what I'm saying is they throw the shit. This guy goes on stage, and I'm saying, what does that do? Because can Pusha return the favor when Drake comes into town? Can he make it hard for Drake? But Drake is in the stadiums.
Right.
There's no way you can throw a drink at a stadium.
Right. No.
I mean, you can try. But you're probably gonna get arrested.
Honestly, I think if you want to be on some gangster shit, let's just say some real gangster shit. Fuck doing it in the concert with the fucking phones out. Do some other shit. I'm just saying, if you want to be on some gangster shit. It doesn't have to be in front of social media. But I mean, I guess we all live for social media.
No, I think that's what they tried to do. They tried to embarrass him.
Let me say something, because I was at the Drake tour I was at the Drake show for 2 days in a row, fully hanging out with them. And them Canadian people I felt more like family than the people that we have now that should be family. So not one time being around all of them, from the boss to the boss to the boss, their name never came up. So you know what I'm saying? So I think like Pusha T, nothing came up on that.
Why would his name come up?
But I'm gonna explain to you why. Because he was supposed to be expected to bring somebody to crash things, to make things crazy, and nothing came up like that in Miami. You know what I'm saying? The little game playing, nothing was said.
Nah, Drake is just as powerful as Pusha in Miami.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, Drake just live out here.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So it's just like there was peace in mind. So the social media kind of brings it out too, and really messes up.
Well, sometimes you don't know what's really the artist extension or just fandism.
Did you get calls, Ike, from Def Jam? Or there's no one's alarmed?
No.
No one really cares?
I'm just saying, happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
That says a lot, man.
No, I just wonder that. I wonder, do the labels, to tell you the truth, when Big died, months after Big died, we all had to go. I think it was a Real World commercial. It was a Real World commercial that we had to do in Vegas.
Real World?
Yeah.
MTV,
yeah. It was a Real World. I might be, my years might be off, but I remember it was something that we had to do from the Real World. From the Real World, we came to LA. And as soon as we got to LA, they had 2 big security for me and a guy with a thing. What do you call it?
A badge?
Yeah, and I was like, it was mandatory. It was 100% mandatory. If we, it's like they having fun. Come in here and have that fun, niggas.
I'm sorry that crazy hood particularly.
But I remember that, and me looking at the Pusha thing, it almost, I don't want to say looked like that, but it looked like he had some reinforcements that he kind of preempted that this would happen.
No, he was prepared for that.
He was prepared.
Obviously, he was prepared for that.
Right.
Which, I mean, I would expect him to be. To be quite honest with you.
Because it's Toronto.
Yeah,
it's Drake's hometown. Yeah. And it's nothing worse than having beef with a person of that caliber, because the person that could be throwing this drink don't even know Drake right now. It can be
wrong with being prepared for that either. I expected.
Yeah. But that kid, I don't know what that kid thought. That kid, he got fucked up. And there's no court in the world that will actually take his case. If he said Pusha T and beat me up, there's every court in the world be like, look, you idiot, you do a drink at them.
That might be wrong. I don't know.
If you do a drink, and he ran on stage.
He ran on stage?
Yeah, they beat him up on stage. Yeah. He ain't getting away with that.
She was on stage live.
Yeah, the Yonde, they took the Yonde to the Yonde. They took it right to the Yonde, B. Word. Or anybody want some wine?
Yes, sir.
I ain't gonna lie, this shit gonna make me shit.
But I'm already mixing.
You already? Come on, Paul.
You're gonna talk crazy.
Gentleman's Jack, man.
You're drinking. Look at this big ass bottle you brought.
So bottom line, hold on. So bottom line is, we want Drake and Pusha to squash the beef. I said Drake champs. But until it gets squashed, I'm entertained.
No, wait. Excuse yourself from one part of that.
Okay.
You're not entertained by people getting their ass whooped, the people getting hurt.
I'm sorry, EFN. I am entertained. Listen, I don't condone it. I don't co-sign people getting their ass whipped. I don't co-sign people throwing drinks.
I'm gonna tell you
but
what.
if it happened to happen,
I hear you.
I'm happy to watch.
I hear you. I'm gonna tell you why I'm not entertained. I'm not entertained because we lost Biggie and Pac.
Yeah.
And eventually it leads to shit like that.
No disrespect, but Drake and
I
Pusha
hear you.
is nowhere on the level of Big or
But
Pac.
remember, other people died before Biggie and Pac died too.
No.
Yes. Stretch.
Stretch and die not related to that though.
It seemed like a lead up.
Yeah, but that's false. For me.
Well, I'm just telling you right now.
Yeah.
I don't want anything to perpetuate some.
The reason why I wanted to perpetuate is because I feel like both of them are mature enough to let it go.
No, I hear you, bro.
Other than the 40 thing, I think they're all like when Pusha mentioned 40, I think this all got emotional from then on out. But other than that, I think they're both grown men. Look at Meek Mill and Drake. Look at Drake and Chris Brown.
No,
like
I think hip hop battles are healthy for hip hop. Battles. But when battles become something else,
but when did it become something else so far? So far, it was
I
going
don't know.
on
I just
Garcia.
feel like it gets more. Social media has, like we've just talked about,
Right.
it's a whole new dynamic to what battles are.
Right.
And I'm just saying, divide and conquer, and that's what's happening to us at this moment.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, but they ain't got no beef between each other.
No,
great story.
Not that big.
No, they got beef.
Who doesn't have some beef between each other?
They got beef.
Not like big.
It's just not. It's not the beef that we think, but it's still beef. He's mad at Pusha.
They got something in their chest.
They got differences.
Yeah, he's mad at Pusha.
They got a lot of differences.
All right.
They got something in their chest, B.
So Tory Lanez.
No. Hold on.
You got some other shit?
Yeah, I'm gonna have bootleg Kev call it.
I feel like every rapper that got beef should box it out.
3 rounds. 3 rounds, 3 minutes.
3 rounds is a lot.
2 rounds, 3 minutes.
1 round.
Guns down, hands up.
Why you have to say it like that?
Make some noise for bootleg Kev, everybody! Yo, bootleg Kev, man, happy Thanksgiving, you live in the Drink Champs. We got one subject to ask you, and then we're gonna ask you what you're thankful for. All right, the first subject is, what do you feel about Pusha T in Toronto?
I feel like Pusha T, you gotta expect some sort of, fight back when you come to Toronto, but, I feel like Pusha T washed Drake's whole ass in that battle, so, it's all good. Drake can have a little small victory and have some fans throw some beer on stage.
Yeah, but the beer didn't hit him and then the fan got beat up. Are you sure Drake gets his W?
No, he didn't, not at all, no.
Okay.
Like, it's his whole channel, somebody gotta try to jump out the for him.
Okay, definitely. Well, it's Thanksgiving, bootleg Kev, and we're all going around asking people what are they thankful for. So it ought to be right that we ask you because we're trying to get you down with the Drink Champs family. That's a conversation off the air, but we want to ask you to know what are you thankful for? What are you thankful for?
I'm about to get married in 2 weeks, man. So I'm thankful for my fiance.
That's the turkey.
And separately, I'm also thankful for my browser's password, which is gonna keep me faithful to my fiance. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's dope. And where you say you getting married at?
Malibu, baby.
Arizona. Okay, all right, cool. Shit, man, I might pull up. Let me know, man. Text me or something.
I got you, bro.
All right, man. Yo, happy Thanksgiving, man, for Drink Champs, man.
Happy Thanksgiving to you.
Make some noise for Drink Okay, yeah, so the Pusha T, Drake drama, we hope it pulls over. This is very interesting. Okay, you want to lead into this? Because I cut you off earlier. The next subject?
Oh, the Tory Lanez and Joyner Lucas.
I
don't even know how this started. The only reason, I'm going to tell you how I started to acknowledge this beef. Because I heard that people said that Joyner Lucas mentioned Razzcast. Razzcast is my homie.
Oh yeah, he kind of body Razzcast.
No.
He said you rapping like Razzcast.
But how is he body? Even Razzcast is confused.
That was a diss. Razzcast called me up. If I'm dissing you and I'm saying you rapping like EFN, I'm saying EFN is trash. Yeah. I'm just being honest. Like I'm not bigging you up. I'm not saying you rapping like Big Daddy Kane.
But I don't even get how does that even correlate to Tory Lanez's rhymes?
Because he's saying you're trash. He said you sound like Razzcast.
But Razzcast is like a lyrical, like he's like a legend.
Yeah, but not to the young generation.
No, that doesn't have to do with the young generation.
Even if he's a lyrical, you're right. He's a lyrical, whatever. But he's saying that lyrical shit is trash. That's what Joyner is saying.
Lyrical guy?
This is what he's saying. He's saying this.
That don't make no sense, bro.
I'm just telling you.
Does it make sense to you?
I agree with N.O.R.E.
Even Crooked Eye was like, it doesn't make sense.
It makes sense that he's dissing him, but it doesn't make sense that he would diss him.
Okay, let me just explain something to y'all. Outside of people who love lyrics, there's people who don't love lyrics. Who thinks Razzcast is trash?
Well, I'm sorry.
I'm just throwing it out there. Razzcast is my man. There's people who think I'm trash. What the fuck?
But it's like, it was so like random. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's not that random. It's not that random. He's trying to make a statement that you sounded like Razzcast, and Razzcast is this type of guy, this type of career, this type of stance.
Wait, okay. Isn't Tory Lanez known more for like singing?
Yeah, but Tory Lanez is saying I'm hip hop. This is the reason why he's trying to say.
What I'm trying to say to you is, if you know for this,
right?
It's not like if you was a nerd rapper. Like I can understand someone says, "Are you trying to sound like Razzcast because you a nerd rapper?" He's not even rapping like that.
In your opinion. In your opinion.
Come on.
In your opinion, that's what Joyner Lucas said. Joyner, whatever that nigga name is. I apologize. Because when I see him, I gotta apologize and tell him I slept on you way too long, sir.
Wow.
You killed that. He killed it. That nigga said such and such Tory. Tory. I thought you talking about me after a while. I said, that nigga said N.O.R.E. I got offended.
Nice flow. He had a nice flow.
And then I remember that nigga saying Tory.
He had a nice flow.
But so I thought that was dope for hip hop because one, there's no violence happening.
No, and he said at the end. You heard what he said at the end of the joint. Let's do a track together.
Lucas, right?
Yeah.
But they actually.
He's like, now that I got that out the way, let's do a track together.
Yeah, they actually got on FaceTime together.
I mean, it's like, might not be used to. We're used to battles, but
that's what I meant. Instagram Live. But Tory came back again. Tory came with his second joint.
Yes. This is homie. I don't know the first one or the third one.
Well, it was the first one he did.
How did this start? Do you know the history?
He got online, Tory Lanez, that is.
This is the
got
history.
online and said he could out-rap anybody.
Okay.
So he started calling out other people. People through Joyner. I believe I'm saying his name right. Joyner.
Yeah, Joyner. Joyner Hill.
People through Joyner in there, and he said whatever.
Why are you looking at me like that? So looking at me, he about to kill me, dog. Like he about to pull out the AK.
Trippy Blue, relax. Relax, Trippy Blue.
Don't make me dye my hair blue, son.
But so Tory Lanez actually went in, and I could tell Tory is really nice. Tory's really, really, really good.
Tory's nice.
He's really, really good.
Right.
But you could tell this shit comes first nature to Joyner. Like he was just having fun. But then Tory comes back.
He came back after the Razzcast line?
After the Razzcast line.
Can we play this? We can.
Of course we can. Let's get sued.
Let's get sued. We're not getting sued.
You want to put up all three? It's kind of too long.
No, okay, never mind.
It's kind of too long.
We'll put it in the post-production. It'll be post-production.
We don't retain it. No, but this is one of the battles I actually appreciated because one, it was all positive. One, even the jokes that they cracked on each other was not like too far. So you could tell that they could smack each other 5 and move on from this. And they're participating. Like it's dope. Like I like that because so many people it can change just like this. Suck your mother. Whoa.
Yeah.
One suck. Suck my dick. Oh, this is not battle no more. Now I gotta shoot you. Now I gotta cut you. But there's none of that. It's just bars, lyrical bars, and I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. I don't think we had that in
I
hip
gotta
hop.
hear the Tory Lanez joints. I only hear
that shit.
You only heard these joints, yeah.
Lucas first, man.
That's cool. It's cool.
It's cool. You think it's competitive?
Who is Joyner Lucas
From what
signed
I
to?
heard, I like it. You know what I mean? It's competitive. It's cool. It's not for me.
It's cool.
Why it's not for you though? Why you say that?
What, the battle or the bars?
No, just the way you describe, like, to them, like what they like, what they into. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole new world that's like of hip hop that's got a separate culture. It's still hip hop. It's still what we rock to, but then it's a subculture to it that's they shit. And you know, it's amazing how you broke it down. When you say they, that's what you mean. It's not like them, like you pointing the finger at them. It's just saying it's giving respect to the way they view it.
Right.
But you saying the way they view it or the way they doing it? Because I think that's two different things.
No, it's the same thing. It's the way you do it is an extension of how you view it. Like with technology, social media,
Because
everything.
if they rhyming, how far is that from hip hop?
No, they're rhyming.
No, it's still
they
hip hop.
rhyme.
They spitting. How far is that extension?
Let me explain him. Let me explain the way he means more. What he means is Lil Yachty, Lil Uzi Vert, Young Thug. They're hip hop. It's just hip hop that we can't relate to. It's hip hop that we can't identify with.
I understand.
I'm not explaining to you. I'm explaining to his fans. But it's hip hop that we can't identify to because of what we were raised in. Now, if we were raised in this era of hip hop, guess what? To tell you the truth, we'll be saying we're the old version of hip hop. Right. And I see when they say that sometimes. Like sometimes, I kid you not, I said this before on the podcast. I walk by my son's room not seeing, and I just be wanting to hear what the fuck this motherfucker's playing. And he's always playing the shit that everyone else is saying that's trash.
Yeah.
But that's his version of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like
it resonates with him.
My youngest son Noah, he loves fucking New Edition. And the shit is hilarious. And I'm like, this is so dope. So yeah. You know why he likes it? He likes it from watching BET movie. It wasn't even like I was a great father. I'm just throwing it out there.
Going from a point where you lived it as opposed to you watching it, you viewing it, and then you interpreting it how you see it. It's gonna come out different because it's a different generation of it. So you gotta respect it.
It's ill though because we know when I'm taking my son.
Speak to the mic, Jeff.
Oh yeah, you know when I'm taking my son, when he get in the car. First of all, this generation they stay stable. I guess we did it back then too, but you know.
I never was a headphone guy because I sold drugs. So, so now I wear headphones all the time.
He keep the cell phone on. He always got the music. You know what I mean. So when he get in the car, you know what I mean. I let him put his joint in the aux. And like you said, you know what I mean. But I can't hate on it because I remember when I was growing up in the '70s in Queens. You know what I mean. When hip hop first started. You know what I mean. I remember they were saying it was only gonna last like 2 years. Right. You know what I mean? And I used to have to yeah. And look at it now. So I have no choice but to appreciate it. You know what I mean?
You know what the crazy shit is? My mother. This is the reason why I don't judge my kids. My mother was a hardcore Christian woman. Like she believes Christ, everything, right? But she never pushed Christianity on us. No doubt. She always made it for us to make our own choice. So how fucking bad would I be let my son listen to Uzi Vert and I come in here with the great adventures of Slick Rick? Like nigga, we starting from here. We're starting from here. Like I can't do that. So the thing is, don't get me wrong. I want them to know about Slick Rick. I want them to know about BDP. But I want them to do I tell you this shit, and I'd probably be scoring for this. I'd probably be like hip hop connoisseurs would probably take my balls and put a. But I always tell the young generation, if you want to study hip hop, what I would do is I would take it from Illmatic, even though I know that's the middle version of it. I'll take it from Illmatic and then I'll go all the way back.
You think that's where they understand it from?
Because you know why? You know why? Here's the reason why. Because Illmatic was the first album that was righteous, that was kind of conscious, but it was also fucking bitches. It was also drinking champagne. It was also smoking blunts. It was also relating that the cops is killing us. But it was all in one. It was an ill cinematic. I kid you not, I listened to Illmatic in jail. I had never seen a video of Illmatic. I saw every video in jail, meaning in my mind through here. So if I was to, and it's not to say because it's Queens and it's because Nas is my brother and we about to do business with him. No, it's not. I I met Nas twice, maybe once or twice prior to that. No, prior to that, I was in jail. Listen, let me reiterate what I said, fellas. I was in jail when I heard Illmatic. And the thing about it was, Biggie was out, Buckshot Shorty, and we needed so part of it is from me living from Queens, but when you heard that album, the album is the perfect hip hop album. So what I'm trying to say is, the reason why I say it start from there, because the greats, he took everything from every great and put it into that one album. So if you go back, you would see how that album actually makes sense.
But you'd be negating straight out of Compton.
You definitely negating, but we gotta realize you gotta you get all of that when you go backwards. When you go backwards, you get all that. You get all that when you go backwards. Go Illmatic, go backwards, not Illmatic and go Death Row.
Go Illmatic.
Go Illmatic, and then you go all the way. Yeah, you go all the way back to you go all the way back to Kool Herc. You go Melly Mel, KRS.
Watch Wild Style.
Because all of that is what makes Illmatic. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the perfect album.
He's got skits from Wild Style.
This is what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say. And I'm sorry, hip hop historians, because some people will be like, people who want you to listen to the Cold Crush Brothers first and all that, which is I can't debate that. I can't.
No. I think what you're saying is right, because to relate, you gotta go where you can relate. You gotta have a starting point, where you can relate to a starting point. It might be for someone else. It might be after that.
It's a different branch,
and then you go back because everything that you're into they were inspired by somebody else.
Right.
So you gotta follow that inspiration.
And Nas is the ultimate student. Like, let me tell you why. When Nas came, when we met Nas in LA, when he came, he was like EFN. Now everyone in the world calls you effing.
Fuck everybody in the world.
But it let me know Nas studies.
We read that Bible.
You understand?
You're making me feel the same way right now.
No, because listen.
You don't feel the same way about Jay?
Chill, relax. This is a Dream Champ story. So we go to Sweet Chick. This is the grand opening of Sweet Chick, right? Grand opening of Sweet Chick. I'm with I think I'm with Tretch and fucking Sticky Fingers.
That's epic by itself.
And these guys and I'm the drunk guy.
Yeah.
And these guys is the drunkest as ever. I'm like, damn.
We did Drink Champs with Onyx that day.
We did Drink Champs with Onyx that day, and then we get with Tretch, and everybody's drunk, and I'm like, damn, I'm gonna walk through to see Nas and me too. I'm drunk as fuck. He's drunk. But the thing is, we see Nas. We walk in. Nas over there. I go say what's up to him. And then he comes up to EFN. He goes, yo, EFN. And I said, wait a minute.
Oh, shit.
He's rocking.
Oh, shit.
Say the whole story.
And like most people say, effing.
That's a win.
Most people keep it real. And they don't mean no disrespect.
My whole career.
And so I paid attention to him paying attention. And I paid attention. But I act drunk, though. I act drunk. I'll be like,
No, and then he proceeded.
And then he looked at Has, and I'm not sure if he said your name, but he said, "What's up, my dude? I know who you are." And I said, "This guy's good."
Hold on.
But he recognized the engineer.
He told me the favorite stories of Drink Champs. He's like, "Yo, but this and when this happened and that happened," I was like, "Oh shit."
Studies.
This is what I'm trying to say. So mind you, I know that story has nothing to do with what we were saying, but I'm gonna tell you why it has something to do with it. When you pay attention to details, when you're that close, and that's the reason why Illmatic was ill. Like, to me, when I heard Illmatic, I was in Queensbridge. Like, I'm from Left Rack City. That was a place that I visited frequently prior to me being in jail. But when I heard that shit, I smelled the dumpster. I smelled 12th Street. I smelled the Hill. I smelled Jamaica Avenue. I smelled it. Like, I don't know if you, being in captivity is probably the worst thing that you could ever, but it expands your mind in the place, because if you're physically locked up, the only thing you can have to be free is your mind. Imagination. So what I'm trying to say, when you're reading books like Donald Goins, you become in Detroit selling heroin with Donald Goins, or you become in Chicago or wherever it is. But Nas brought me back to Queens. I kid you not. You ever seen a video where, like, you look and the shit just disappears? That's how I was in the cell. Like, I was like that and the shit just disappeared, and I was back in the projects. like getting shot at or shooting at people. Listening to Illmatic, I kid you not. And this is not because he's my brother now.
Let me tell you, I don't know if this is a DJ thing when it came to Illmatic, but when we heard rumblings of Illmatic, and maybe you could relate to this as well, just hearing the producers that he was starting to fuck with, like Premier and Pete Rock.
You want me to tell you a secret? That you might want to take my hip hop card? I didn't know who those producers was when I seen it at the source.
No, you know what? I'm not gonna take it, but the way that you're talking about the album for you, from your perspective, makes sense.
Right.
But I'm telling you the way from my perspective.
You already knew.
No, I'm saying I'm in Miami.
Right.
And I'm just hearing these producers that I admire are working on this one guy's album. I'm like, holy shit. This must be the holy grail hip hop going on right now. And I'm hearing these guys not being easy about it. Like, this album's not coming out unless we're going to do these perfect tracks. Q-Tip. Oh my! I mean, come on, man. When you hear all these people involved,
authentic.
If you gotta understand, this is actually the equivalent of the Chronic from New York at that moment. You know what I'm saying?
You know why I like Illmatic better than the Chronic is because it came from one person's perspective. The Chronic was a crew's perspective. It was Long Beach and
I think
Compton.
it's different. I don't think it could be put in the same
Snoop was actually writing the rhymes, so you automatically distance yourself from that project as a real MC. As a real MC, once you know somebody else is participating in the penning of anything, that's like Puff Daddy. Puff Daddy can make the greatest shit ever, but how can I ignore? I don't matter if I write rhymes, I write checks. How can you ignore Eazy-E saying Ice Cube writes the rhymes that I say? No, Eazy-E would still be a great. You just can't be top 5. You just Puff Daddy, you're still a great. You just can't be top 5. Kanye West is still a great. You just can't be top 5.
The Chronic had 6 rappers. Illmatic had 1.
And AZ, arguably.
One version, right?
Was he just writing Dre's rhymes, or was he writing everybody's rhymes?
From what I heard,
he was just writing Dre's rhymes.
Who you talking about?
Snoop, the Chronic.
Well, he was just writing Dre's rhymes. Corrupt, listen, there's sessions where Corrupt was helping. There's sessions where, like,
I think Corrupt and Daz were helping everybody.
I was the guy who lost his voice. DOC wrote everything. If it wasn't Snoop, it was DOC. But Dre doesn't deny that, and Dre gives the credits on the fucking song. So on the song. So what I'm saying is, I don't mind if you say that, yo, what the fuck? I don't got time to be writing fucking rhymes. Fucking Garcia is writing my shit. It's just, if you admit that, I don't give a fuck. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. That's a little different. You can't say, yo, I ain't murder him, nigga murdered him for me. You still go to jail. But I just feel like it doesn't take it away from Dre being great at all. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Does that add to Snoop's greatness?
Yes. It definitely adds to Snoop's greatness. It definitely does. But getting back to the actual point was the reason why I said Illmatic was better than the Chronic for me. Now this is not me being a Queens guy or me being even a New York guy. This is me being an MC. As an MC, I like to know you write your own rhymes. I like to know, because I did not like to know that, because then I want to ask you, hey, you did that? Because I did that. I did that. Are you sure? And then we can relate on some real shit. But if I know you ain't did that, and I say, and you say, I don't know. Oh shit, I'm turned off. I'm like, what the fuck? Did you just say?
It's disappointing.
You sold drugs by the incinerator? Right. You know what I'm saying? He's like, nigga, I ain't got a incinerator where I'm from. I'm like, what the fuck?
Or radiated. Or radiated.
You know what I mean? So, but what was the original content? It was Tory Lanez and
Joyner Lucas.
Yes.
I had a point to make real quick about the teenage music versus our era of music.
Speak on the mic, G.
Well, concerning what we were talking about with the teenagers and what they listen to now, the younger generation, right? I feel like sometimes as a parent, I remember myself as a teenager, it's only natural to rebel against what your parents listen to. Right. So even with like the tight jeans, the skinny jeans, we was dressing baggy as fuck. So it was like they want to be different from us on purpose. Yeah. It's almost like anything your parents did when you was 15 was whack. So remember when your parents was first discovering hip hop, your parents like, this shit's a fad, it's whack, you look stupid, blah blah blah. You want to do it more, just to prove them wrong. And I think you don't want to become your parents. So you could either evolve with the culture or you could just die with it.
Right. But the Illmatic album is better. I agree with you on the Illmatic album against the Chronic album because the Illmatic album we were able to relate to the streets and the stories. If Chronic album came after Illmatic, it might have been a different message. But Dr. Drake took it from there and implemented a whole different West Coast sound.
I agree.
But I agree with what you're saying about Illmatic being better than Chronic for certain reasons.
Well, Chronic is a compilation. Let's just be clear. Chronic is a compilation. Dre had a feature on every song. Can you pull up the track list?
With Rage, with DOC.
No, Dre didn't have a feature on every song.
Which one did
No, I said the Chronic is like a compilation. Like he had
it's the greatest compilation hip hop.
Yeah, it's the greatest. There you go. I can agree with that. Yeah. It's the greatest compilation, but nonetheless, it's still a compilation.
Well, what I was trying to tell you is, do you think
it was a soundtrack? Don't get it twisted.
With the way you describe Nas's album, with a little piece of everything, like if you wanted to start from there, do you think Jay's would be similar?
No. Jay-Z? Because you know why? You talking about Dead Presidents? You talking about Reasonable Doubt? The reason why Reasonable Doubt ain't as classic as Illmatic is because he still had that fast rapping in him. And there's certain parts of there where it's not Hawaiian Sophie days. Yeah, from Hawaiian Sophie days. Like Reasonable Doubt took me years. I had to go back.
There was a little bit of everything in there.
What's the next album after Reasonable Doubt?
Jay-Z Lifetime Volume 1. In my lifetime.
That's when he got it all out of him.
So you're trying to say that Illmatic
is way better than Reasonable Doubt.
No,
we going there. Yes.
He was super polished. It was everything we wanted, and it's timeless. It's basically what
Illmatic?
it is.
Yes.
No, that's what it is.
Yeah, so it's still Illmatic.
He was a timeless project.
I don't think he was super polished.
Does it have something to do with like your experience?
It's super polished.
Like your experiences, right? You say Illmatic for you is the greatest album ever.
Yeah, one of them.
One of them, right? But the way you feel about it has a lot to do with your experience and when you first heard it, right? It taking you back, like you made an emotional connection to the song, and that's why it's like that for you. But for other folks, you know, coming from their perspective, like for me, if you take Kane, Chris, Rakim, Slick Rick,
you get Illmatic. You get Illmatic.
And
you get Illmatic.
You get Illmatic.
You get
Illmatic. No, I'm gonna be honest. That's the reason why Illmatic is good.
Every MC since.
Yep.
In that album.
No. With those 5 MCs,
right.
Coogee Rap.
That's what makes Nas.
King,
No, I get it.
Rakim, KRS-One.
Yep.
Those 5. From that era. Yeah, right?
No.
From that era.
Wait, what's the 5? What's the 5? I'm sorry.
You get Kane, KRS-One, Coogee Rap, Rakim. I'm gonna throw in LL, Slick Rick. I'm gonna have to say 6 because we missing.
Slick Rick.
Right, Slick Rick. You get
that's
every
Nas.
MC.
You put them together. That's Nas.
That's Nas, and every MC after. Up until now. Every MC is a version of one of those, or a combination of the.
Even me.
So for me, I was going in college, 87. I was living in Studio 54 with Kid Capri every week. Funhouse when I was 14.
Was there cocaine there, Studio 54? Hazardous sound of my cousin Carlito.
Okay. Real quick though. You don't think you say everybody to now?
Everybody.
You don't think that we could say Cube and Ice-T and these guys from the West?
Chuck D.
Wait, what?
Ice Cube, Chuck D.
No, I'm saying because he's saying everybody till now. But I think that Cube, Ice-T, Eazy-E.
Drake 2000 does not have any New York influence in his style.
He ain't got no Slick Rick in him.
Yeah, he got Slick Rick in him. Yeah, he got Slick Rick in him. And Rakim. He got Slick Rick and Rakim.
Yeah, definitely.
Pusha T is Rakim.
So it's influenced every state.
But I'm trying to say is that in that same timeline that you're speaking though, there is the Ice-T, there is the Ice Cube. And I feel that these guys also influenced.
Ice-T will tell you he's Schoolie D.
No, Schoolie D. But you didn't start from Schoolie D.
He'll tell
No, but that's what I was saying. When I was
he said that on the drink. No, you're absolutely correct. You didn't start from there. You didn't start from there.
That's right. That's true.
So I just want to be like,
that's
if
true.
we're gonna say
That's
like,
true. No, that
resonates.
Me personally,
look, hold up. I got a lot of backlash on this show, right? Because people thinking that I'm anti-New York. I'm not anti-New York at all. I represent Miami because I'm from Miami.
Right.
You know
I'm
what I'm saying?
Jersey.
Me too. And Jersey had issues having to fight their way through New York as well.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to say is that we all gotta understand, like, we are made up by all kinds of MCs, all kinds of, the culture is everywhere.
No
you know what I'm saying? So we gotta make sure we acknowledge where the culture comes from.
For the experience part of it, for me, at that time in my life, for what I was going through and how I was experiencing hip hop, that's why those MCs are important.
Absolutely,
to me.
and that's
the point I was trying to make. For me and for him, it's Illmatic because of the experience.
It's totally objective. It's subjective.
Exactly. That was the point.
Well, to me, the reason why Illmatic, I want to reiterate that it wasn't because I was from Queens. It wasn't because of the person that I met through Ike for our good. It was because of the visual. Like, the reason why Donald Gomes was my favorite author was because I was never reading a book. I was actually looking at a visual when I was reading. And the thing about it is, if you take a kid from the street and you bring him in jail and you gotta show him pussy. You gotta show him guns because that's the only thing he can relate to.
Yeah.
The thing is, if you come to me and you gave me a Martha Stewart book, I would have jerked off on the shit. Like, I would have been like, what the fuck?
On the cover?
Like, whatever, I don't know, whatever. On the Home Depot part, nigga. But you come and bring me a book called Horror Son, and I'm like, Horror Son? You come and bring me a book, The Pale Horse, and shit like that, where I can learn something, and I can be sitting there, and I can debate with other people, then I'm going to be intrigued.
Oh shit, my bad.
Then I'm going to be intrigued.
I got to give gifts. Sorry, my bad.
All right, okay.
It's about reaching people where they at.
This is the reason why Clarence 13X, hold on, this is the reason why they say Clarence 13X has always been more effective at recruiting than Malcolm X, was because Clarence 13X went to the projects. Once Malcolm became to a certain degree, they kept him away.
Right. So listen, shout out to the homie that made this book.
Okay.
Hakim, here's one for you.
Thank you.
Rap Dad, homie made a book about being a dad in the rap world.
But get back to my point, my bad. Was sometimes you gotta relate to the person for you to move forward. Like, if you're a preacher at the church, right, and you say, we must repent our sins and all this shit, and then I see you never having a Miller Lite. You never had a cause.
Yeah, you can't. There's no relation.
Now, how the fuck can I relate to you? But I can relate to the dude who says, go home at night. And I'm like, what for what? Nigga, you out here selling drugs. Nigga, I'm gonna whip your ass if you don't. You do what I relate to that dude.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? Because at least he's being straight up. So, I don't know.
You don't feel like being from Queens, Illmatic, like you grew 20 people that were exactly.
If Illmatic was made from KRS-One, I would have felt the same way.
Okay.
It definitely. When I say,
you know what I'm saying, like it's like the soundtrack to your life. You're from Queens. So
but that's not the point. The point
I
is
saw Queens and I had never been there at the time.
That's the point. That's the point. That is the point.
I think what he's trying to say.
Horror Son is my favorite book. I've never been to Detroit at the time.
I love Trick Daddy because when Trick Daddy first dropped, I was like, oh fuck, I know 50
That's
Trick
Miami.
Daddies.
That's Miami.
It's Miami.
Run DMC. First off, Run DMC, Akinelli. First off, Run DMC, Akinelli, Soul Sisters, all related to places that I'm from.
100.
I'm not from Queensbridge.
No.
In fact, I hate being even related to Queensbridge, period. So for me to love this album, it means a lot.
No, I'm not from North Miami, but when Trick Daddy dropped, I'm from Miami.
Well, no,
I've been to North Miami.
But he's also from Richmond Heights, so it's not Miami. So what I'm trying to say is real quick though. I think it's all making sense to all of us. I think that Nas Illmatic is equivalent to the same way that we felt about Straight Outta Compton. It taught us what Compton was, but really Compton was the greater world.
You know, I thought Compton was a jail.
That's what you thought?
Yeah.
Say that again?
I thought Compton was a jail. When they said Straight Outta Compton, I was like, these niggas is wild. I was nervous. I had just heard Rikers Island that shit right, cuz I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, right.
I was like, I don't never want to get arrested in Compton. And I'm like, niggas like, what?
Coogee Rap was scary, just like.
No, listen to me. Listen to me, my dude.
I bet you if you ask everyone on this table what was their most influential, you'd probably be shocked what you
Coogee Rap was scary.
Let me tell you something. When Coogee Rap said, C-74, adolescents at war, put your enemy raw. You hear a nigga getting tall. I was like,
Coogee Rap was ahead of his time.
I'm asking, what does that
mind you, I'm selling crack.
You know?
Maybe I'm not. I'm not even sure. I'm not even sure. No, what year was that?
That was 89.
Oh yeah, I was born in 77, so I'm probably wet behind the ears. I'm probably everybody else. I'm born in 77, so I'm hearing this like, what is that? Like Rikers Island. I was it was like Rikers Island. I was like, I never want to go there. I never want to go there.
For me, it's a little different because I was born in Queens too.
Where at?
I was born in East Elmhurst.
East Elmhurst. Damn, you're from 10 minutes away. 15 minutes away.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So my mom was a stewardess for Bahamas Air. So when I was young, she moved down here. So I spent my life back and forth between Miami and New York. So I grew up with the best of Miami. When I was in Miami, they used to call me New York. When I'm in New York, they called me Miami.
Right.
So I had the best. And like I said, I know EFN from the early 90s when hip hop really was just starting to, you know what I mean? Like, we started to try to get a name down here.
I remember too. Your dreads were short.
Yeah, exactly. Those
funky bastards.
But I say that to say that, I was one of the fortunate ones, you know what I mean? Because I also used to run with JT Money, you know what I mean?
Poison Clan, shout out to Poison Clan. Yep.
Shout out to Jay, man, JT, all day. And I mean, at the end of the day, it was a good thing. I got to see different genres and be able to see the South, the North. So ain't nothing you can't tell me about Miami, ain't nothing you can tell me about New York. You know what I mean? So I guess
so you the first N.O.R.E. I'm the new version of you. You the first. You from Queens and now you moved out here. Yeah. I mean, I'm the second morning. So Art Battles is coming up. Art Battles is this big thing now. Miami, yes, everyone is. Nas is coming out here. We're gonna try to kidnap him. So anybody, he's gonna be at Club Mokai. So anybody who's Drink Champs fans, you want to see Nas on here, hit him up.
Yo, we doing Love
Destroy this
Hold up. Joint with Thurston Howell III.
On what date? Come on, y'all, back there.
That's December 7th and 8th. We got the film festival on the 7th. The free MC extraordinaire event is going down on the 8th.
That's a Saturday.
That's what's up.
Yo, check my flyer at Hakim Green, HAKIMGREEN. All the information is right there. I don't know. I didn't speak to Chris.
Last year.
And I'm gonna be at Basement with Tony Touch on December 1st. Is that called Basement?
That's Basement.
Is it called Basement?
Hey, Boris, me and Boris are gonna be somewhere. Where we gonna be December 1st?
Miami out here.
Out here.
Out here? That's that flyer you've been posting?
Yeah, out here.
What is that?
It's like a talent show.
Oh, all right. So let's make some noise. So listen, we're gonna make some things for 2019. I'm gonna make a suggestion for you. You make a suggestion for me, and then vice versa.
I don't know what this means. Go for it.
Let's go to make a suggestion of us being better in 2019. 2019, what I would like to see more of you is I want to see DJ EFN back on the wheels of steel.
Oh, I'm doing it.
Hold on, let me finish my shit. Y'all just jumped on me because everybody agree with me. I want to see DJ EFN back on the wheels of steel. I want to see you traveling. I want to see you become more. I want to see you enjoy this life that we're living more.
Yes.
No rebuttal. You can say how you want to see.
He's to Miami.
Yeah, he's to Miami. You can say something.
What does that mean?
You gotta leave Kendall. You gotta leave Kendall. You gotta leave Kendall. You gotta leave. Not leave it, but you gotta.
There's a line on the girl out there.
I leave Canada. I do my coming home series. There you go. You go to the worst places in the world.
How about going to Club Live one night?
Go to South Florida.
Go to OIC. I want you to come coming home Mongolia with us. There's no W. You just gotta go thug it out with us.
I'm in. Mongolian? Do they got Mongolian chicken like P.F. Chang's?
They have that, but there's no W in there.
I would rather go to France. But if I have to, I'll go to Mongolia with you.
How about this? I'll go to France with you.
No, France coming home.
Oh no, we're gonna do that too.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Okay, we do Mongolia and France.
Yeah.
Mongolia is your next.
No, let's just do France.
All right.
Because I don't think you're gonna go to Mongolia.
I don't think so neither.
I'm gonna keep it 100%. I know you, bro. I really know you.
So is anything else you want to like improve in 2019? Anybody?
I want to hire an EFN to do my birthday party. $40 an hour. Family discount, bro. Come on.
I think me myself, I gotta work on adjusting more to people's ways. You know what I'm saying? In the music, and I think it will further my career, and I just figured it out. So,
what does that mean?
What I'm saying is, what I mean is like certain artists like certain things, certain ways. I was kind of closed-minded to it, to the game, to the people's attitudes, to being around certain. So I'm learning to adapt on where to be seen, how to be seen, where to move, where not to move. Because I think that, it's all strategy. It's like be at the right place at the right time. I'm working on that. And accepting for, the people that, do things that you can't relate to, so I could be a better man and be more successful and take care of the family.
What you think you can improve on, Sonny?
I gotta improve on everything, man. I'm trying to improve every single
You're gonna go
day.
older or younger?
Listen. Listen. I'm getting ready to link up with Hawk after this, man. I'm gonna make sure he gets his ARP card.
Oh,
that's all I'm saying. That's it, man.
I don't think I will go to the places you go. He goes to the hold down. He goes to the hold down.
I want to improve on everything. I want to improve every day on everything.
You know, one night I was hanging out with him. He had a chick come through. She had a whole black eye. And then everybody just act like she didn't have a black eye. I was the only nigga like, you see? You got a little shiner, baby. Everybody else is just acting like it.
I appreciate
And then she turned around. She said, "It's a blood vessel."
Well, I gotta improve on that. Like,
Stop! Real quick. No disrespect to Sonny, but Sonny's so foul. He will go to a Civil War reenactment to try to get a female. This is what Sonny will do.
Civil War reenactment.
I've never heard of this. I wasn't
Never
aware.
heard of this. I wasn't ready either, but we'll take it all. But I gotta improve in every aspect in life. I mean, if you're not trying to improve and try to be better, then you're not really living. It's trying to be better every day in every aspect of my life.
Same thing. I ain't gonna lie. He said it. Like, ain't nobody perfect, so everybody got something to improve in. And just in everything. Like I said, this list is a long ass list, but like you should just improve to be the best you every day.
And Ike is a swiper too. Let's make some noise for Ike.
Not the way he's talking.
Not scam. Because you know why? Every time I see Sean Becker be like, I gotta come on the podcast and defend myself against Fat Joe. Because Fat Joe got on the podcast.
He just
and he said that Sean Becker's never paid.
No, listen, the Pack Defense, like he started that. He
started
showed,
well, Mike Kaiser started Swiper.
Yeah, but Pac,
Mike Kaiser's original Swiper.
Pac's been a great guy, so.
Right. But Ike, I'm gonna be honest, you have taken over. Is Mike Kaiser? I'm gonna be honest who it was. It was Mike Kaiser. It was Sean Beckers. It was Rob Love on the low. A lot of people forget about Rob Love on the low.
A lot of people, man.
The swipe
had fun, man.
Sam Cresco had a run.
Everybody.
Sam Cresco had a run. I'm talking about swiping. I don't think you swipe that much.
And I don't think it's not even about swiping, man. It's just about having a good time.
God damn it, make some noise for that. God damn it.
It's about who shows each other the better time, and it's creating a memory and building relationships.
Live in the moment.
That's the key word.
I'm saying, like, everybody probably did something, but it was for the sake of the label. It was for the sake for the artist. It was for the sake of what was going on at that time, so we could go back and be like, yo, Mike Kyle and Shaw Patrick, yo, they did it up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Whether it was a program director or artist or person in the market to it, now they can be able to walk into any club because they already know, like, yo, those some good guys, or, you know, they come here to have a good time and, you know, show everybody around them a good time. Right. So that's what, you know, that's what it's about. It's not about, you know, it's about having fun too, but, you know, it's work at the same time. There's always a motive behind it. Like, you know, you can go have a good time, but it has to be
somebody got to pay for them shit.
Yeah.
Somebody got to
So
pay.
it's not like
Can we find a motive tonight?
Just creating memories of everybody having a good time.
What motive tonight? Let's go to where we going?
Hold on, let me get G. Let's get G.
Gigi?
To the mic, G.
2018 for me was a phenomenal year.
Speak to the mic.
Oh, my bad. 2018 for me was a phenomenal year.
Shoot on the mic, please.
Sorry, bro. I'm Cuban, though. I'll get there. I think 2018 for me was a phenomenal year. I'm real grateful of all the artists, including yourself, who I got to work with and collaborate with on different visions. I think where I can improve now in 2019 is actually just making more time for my real friends, because the industry really had a hold on me in 2018. Good. And just working. And now that I've got my name established and the work is coming steady, I can actually kind of breathe. And when I'm in town, I actually make time for my people. Disrespect, it was just hard fucking work getting where I had to get. Now that I'm here, it's just maintaining is not the easy part.
Yeah,
but it's
getting
just
on is easy. Staying on is the hard
staying
part.
on is hard, but at the same token, you can't forget where you came from.
Right. That's why we need that Drink Champs documentary done. God damn it, let's go. God damn it. Come on. That's my perfect time.
Oh man, let me get a mic.
Yeah. Okay. Oh.
That was closer.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. 2019. Man, Twin's focusing on his health. You know what I'm saying? Getting back to the gym, catching up with steroid 20. But I'm not gonna take steroids. You know what I'm saying? I might take a little piece. I mean, I can't lie.
A little
but,
piece.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get back to the gym. You know my swole shit. You know what I'm saying? Stacking up my paper, getting my financial stability for my future. You know what I'm saying? Securing my future. You know, focusing on new projects. Everything positive vibes. Keep that negative shit away from me. We don't need that shit over here. You know what I'm saying? Like 2019 is nothing with positive energy and leveling up, man, with the team, man. Always, it ain't gonna stop and it won't stop. You know what I'm saying? I would say real niggas win.
I need to work on my focus. And the focus right now is dump Trump.
Dump Trump.
Dump Trump. That's the focus right now. You see it right there?
I got the shirts. You got me some shirts. Thank you, sir.
It's about touching down with community, touching down with family, right? And building with folks so they understand what's going on with this dude, right? Central Park 5. That's my
I
focus.
was locked up with two of them. I was locked up with Yusuf Salam and Kevin Richardson. Continue.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I was locked up.
Like, you know,
I knew Yusuf Salam did not do it.
Yeah, like
the guard was Muslim before he even came in the system.
Wow.
So he was, you know, most people see Islam as, you know, in crisis. I'm sorry to cut you off, but I'm still continuing to show.
No, but to your point, right? You said you knew him.
Yeah, I knew him. Yes, I do.
The point is,
I know him.
That could have been any of us, right? Accused of something that we didn't do. Donald Trump.
He said, right?
On the front cover of papers, New York City papers, $100,000 a piece. Like, that's kind of some sick shit. Like, cops went
$100,000. What? I'm not
he paid $100,000 to get the front page ad.
Yeah, he was promoting.
It was either Post or the Daily News calling for the execution.
He
called them.
And this is after they've been.
No. This is when it happened. See, he was a real estate tycoon, right? And all that upstate. You know what I'm saying? That hard.
Okay, explain this again. I'm so sorry. You went over my head. I'm my bad.
All right. So Donald Trump.
So when this, you talking about the Central Park?
The Central Park 5.
Okay.
When it
Take
happened,
it from there.
right? When they was going to court, Donald Trump took out ads in the New York City paper calling for their execution. Called them animals, called them wolves. It was crazy.
Oh, I thought when Donald Trump, that was the new thing. Didn't he say something new about that?
Okay, so what happened was, so
back then.
They got convicted. I don't know what their sentence was, but they did significant time. I think one did 13 years.
Yeah, he influenced that.
While he was in, the person who really did it admitted to it in jail. They did the DNA with the brother who admitted to it. traced it back to the crime scene. None of their DNA was at the crime scene, so they were all released, exonerated. The state awarded them $46 million. Donald Trump was asked about it, and he said it was.
I don't think they were released on their own regardless. I think they all did their time.
No. They got released.
Okay.
DNA, the DNA technology caught up.
Okay.
They did the DNA test with the guy who admitted to it in jail.
Yeah, I knew that part.
And none of their DNA was on the scene.
Right.
So they were released. So they were awarded $46 million. Donald Trump was asked about it. He said it was a mistake. They shouldn't have been let go. They shouldn't have got no money.
He still said that shit?
In 2014.
Wow.
So right there, that puts him in perspective for me, because that could have been any of us, black and brown people. Like that could have been anybody in that park or lived around that park. I think 2 or 3 of the Central Park 5 didn't even get arrested in the park. Cops went door to door a day or 2 later. So police could just run up in your house and say, "Yo, we want to bring you down to the station and question you." Like that's not right. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that puts Donald Trump for me in perspective, like what he would be capable of doing. So we got this movement, Dump Trump, dumptrump.global. Check us out, and it's all right there.
Right.
I want to reiterate just on quickly,
Please.
Since he mentioned Central Park, a lot of people, especially from New York, don't know. Central Park used to be Seneca Village. That was an old
Seneca Village.
Yeah, that used to be an old Moorish African so-called village where they it's actually a grave site where they killed everybody.
Yeah.
So
Isn't Grant's Tomb something like that too?
All of that Grant's Tomb.
Yeah,
you got.
I heard of Grant's Tomb.
It was old black.
If you look up the history of New York, it's something serious.
Yeah, like black people own a lot of land in New York City, all of Central Park.
It's real talk. So Central Park is an actual grave site. You can look at it as it used to be called Seneca Village. They had to disguise it as Central Park to basically.
And what's that restaurant? That green? What is it? It's a
Tavern on the Green.
Tavern on the Green. I heard something about that too. Like,
it's crazy.
I mean, if you even on Ground Zero where they built the towers, that's an old grave site too.
Wow.
Yeah,
So all that evil is there.
Yeah, like I say, before a lot of these people came here, we was already here. Before it was New York, it used to be New Amsterdam, New Gotham, New Brutium. It had different names prior to New York.
Wow.
Yeah, that's real. Philadelphia, I think was it Tuscarora. We're here in Florida. This used to be Al Andalusia. You know what I mean? This was all before the United States got incorporated. But the history is crazy. You know what I mean? That's why I say, once you go back to your roots and start from the roots, you know what I mean, you can't go wrong. You know what I mean?
Right. When you say before, you're saying at the same time as Native Americans, or
No, before that.
Well, like I said, the people that you know as Native Americans, you know what I mean, were the dark-skinned people that was here.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like when you say, when somebody say you fucking coon, like somebody who likes a white person, you call them a coon. They don't know about the raccoon tribe of Florida who fought along the Seminole Indians. These are dark-skinned people here who darker than us in here. You know, who fought along with the Seminole Indians.
Like in the Caribbean,
Dogg and Sonny?
We had the Taínos in the Caribbean.
People with locks and locks and braids.
No, relax, but I'm trying to find out. Like,
I'm trying to do this.
So I just say that, you know, it's funny that because a lot of these places that you see these things happening, it's happened before, but you know, there's like ritualistically, you know what I mean, we replaying stuff right now. So, you know what I mean, I just want to
get
throw
the
that
Adrian
in
Broner clip. Continue.
Nah, I just want to throw that in there, but yeah, I do.
Where we at?
A minute.
Adrian
Hour 40. Manito.
You gotta break it up.
Yeah,
hour and an hour.
We gotta break it up.
So Adrian Broner, you got the Adrian Broner clip? Adrian Broner versus Manny Pacquiao. For some reason, I'm excited to watch this fight.
Super excited.
I don't think I'm not sure.
Is it a gimmick fight?
It's not a gimmick fight.
It's a bullshit fight except for the Broner.
It is not. It is.
I don't think it's a gimmick.
It's not a gimmick, bro. It's a boxing.
I don't think Pac does.
It's gonna be a
Pacquiao doesn't do shit for the gimmick. I don't think.
Yeah, he's not. He ain't trouble.
Pacquiao might kill him in the ring, or might get killed. Yeah.
Pacquiao's gonna kill him.
Everybody be quiet.
This ain't Nickelodeon, this pay-per-view. Y'all gave a young nigga a chance to make $100 million. Y'all got me fucked up if y'all think I'm about to lose to Manny Pacquiao, man. I'm about to beat his motherfucking ass on God now. And I don't know who NM is, man. I really ain't worrying about too much, you know what I'm saying? This the first time I'm over here with all this drip. Get me, snap your pictures.
He ain't dancing.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely would like the rematch with Floyd.
Floyd said, Floyd, man, no disrespect, but he ain't fighting Floyd.
Absolutely. Let me ask you this.
He fighting me.
But do you think...
I'd beat your motherfucking ass. Nigga, you worry about Floyd. He already beat you, bro. So you gotta get past me first, big feet motherfucker.
Do you feel like they're underestimating you?
Man, okay. I'm trying to tell you.
That's it.
Play it on the actual podcast. Play the actual clip. Yeah, not that shit. Because you fucked up. Play the real clip.
You can hear it? No, you can hear it.
No, it's on Instagram.
Play the real clip. Play the real clip, man. We gotta step our game up.
Pacquiao passed his time.
No.
Well, you know what? To tell you the truth, both of them are not in their prime. Neither one of them are in their prime.
But he's younger. Way younger.
Adrian's way younger. If Adrian connect, he might lay Pacquiao the fuck out.
Yes.
The problem is all the shit he's talking. He's worried about the 100 million. He's worried about the 50 million or the 20 million that he can make.
Yes.
He's worried about talking. And I think that Pacquiao has never been worried about talking.
Never.
I think Pacquiao's gonna go to
Pacquiao's been laughing through the weigh-in.
He laughed the whole time.
He's laughing because he
was like, I don't even know how to spell the Philippines.
Pacquiao's been laying on him, though.
You think Pacquiao's gonna lay it on?
Adrian Broner is a Drink Champs alumni. Shout him out. He's a great athlete.
Your name is Drink Champs Sports. Do you really think that?
My name is Drink Champs Sports.
But do you really think that? Yes.
Adrian Broner is the truth. I salute him and I love him. But Pacquiao is experienced. It's gonna be ugly. It's gonna be ugly.
I'm not gonna lie.
And that's another thing. The Wilder fight on December 2nd is gonna be
Yes. The Wilder against the guy from overseas, the Russian, the big dude.
The Wilder fight is a heavyweight fight.
I think Pacquiao's getting the bag.
You're not listening to me.
Everybody's getting the bag.
And the heavyweight is gonna be the truth.
Everybody's getting the bag.
Yeah, everybody's getting the bag. Everybody's getting the bag.
But now that we on sports, how about the Chiefs and the Rams?
The Rams won, and I won $500 on that. I'm only saying it because we on the mic.
We can break it up an hour.
The Rams won the fight. The Rams won against the Chiefs 54-51. But Thanksgiving games is tomorrow. We dropping this episode tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
So it's Atlanta and Falcons tomorrow. It's Cowboys and Redskins tomorrow, and it's Bears and Lions tomorrow.
Sounds like a
I stopped doing picks 2 years ago because I lost money and Drink Champs didn't give a fuck if I lost money. So I'm not putting bets no more. But since you said it, Bears gonna win, Cowboys gonna win, Saints gonna win. There's nothing.
I see Kiss put out his plays every week, and I'm telling you, if you've been following Jadakiss pick.
Jadakiss is the lyricist, but he's not a sports lyricist. Oh. Is that a word?
Listen, I don't know, but you know
I like the way you went down with that, bro. I ain't mad at that.
All right, so this is the last subject for the night, and we're gonna wrap it up. Stevie J. And Faith, Biggie would be happy for Faith and I. Stevie J says that.
I believe that.
That's a good comment, dog.
I believe that.
I believe it. I swear to God. I believe it. Now, do you want me to tell you why I believe?
Yeah, please.
Should I should start first? Yeah. One, I believe if Biggie was alive, I don't believe Biggie and Faith would be together.
Okay. Damn.
I just feel like that. I have no facts or no, I have no inside information. I don't want anybody to
traits.
And me off the gram, looking at Stevie J and looking at Faith off the gram and off social media. At first, when I first seen it, I was like, whatever. Maybe it's a fling. We had a spades game in Malibu.
In
Malibu. Oh, you was there? Oh, that's right. You was my partner. And to see it come in, and now mind you, at this time, there's a lot of females at this crib that I've rented in Malibu, and there's a lot of, dudes.
The boys.
So you can hear somebody say babe all the time. There's always a babe. Your babe.
Oh, it's family.
So I don't turn around when I hear babe, because it's probably 15 other babes here, right? But when Faith said, babe, and Stevie just turned the fuck around, I was like, shh. and was so attentive to her.
That's real.
I was like, yo, this is not fugazi at all. This is real. Like I'm talking about this five, maybe I'm exaggerating. There's at least 5 or 6 other couples that's going around and everyone calls their significant other babe. Wow. But for Faith, I'm talking about it's music playing, we playing spades, there's waves flying by, music, and she said, babe, and that nigga stopped everything. And I looked, I said, holy moly guacamole! How do you know that babe was for you?
That was real.
And I was like, you know what? I look past all the superficial shit that everyone else looks at, and I looked at love. Like, I'm sorry to like be like,
love prevails.
That shit was real. That shit was real, yo. That shit was real. Me personally,
love conquers all.
like me personally, I would co-sign a relationship forever. But let's get back to it. That's my personal opinion. You guys can have your own opinion. Stevie J said Biggie would be happy, and I sincerely believe that. Like again, going back to my situation, you know, Big was already affiliated to like Charlie Baltimore, which we won up here. He was already related to Little Kim, and so does these other females. Favor's a strong woman. She's a woman that if you either fucking with her, she's a New Jersey Brick City girl. You either fucking with me or you not. And she would have moved on. She ain't having that type of shit. And I think that they would have eventually ended up if Biggie was alive.
Yep. Damn.
Am I bugging?
That's a big statement at the end.
Super big statement. I know what, but thank you. But I'm just telling you because Faith is. By the way, Faith is so ill that since Faith episode came out, there's been females that come up to me and be like, yo, thank you. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, Faith is my best friend now. And I'm like, for real? Like, you met Faith since the episode? They're like, no. Dude, Drink Champ, she's my favorite. And I'm like, what? Like they got to see the real Faith. So people compliment us all the time for that.
That's dope.
So I 100%, I feel like we 100% like owe Faith, not all like as far as like money or something like that, but we owe her because she was so real with us.
Yes, that was one of the best female guests ever.
Train New Jersey's finest
guest ever.
And for me to see her, knowing what she'd been through, not knowing her when she was going through big, I did not know her, but knowing what she went through and knowing, you know, all this crazy shit, and to see her happy as she is right now, I think that's something that we gotta salute. Not should, we gotta salute it. We should anyway. Because you know why? So many people in this life, right? Like I just heard the brother, we skipped over his shit when he was talking about his wife. And there's so many things because loving your wife is not fly. Like being loyal is not fly. Like having one girl is not fly in our community. No.
Shut your ass.
In our community, yes. Thank you, Paul.
That's a very big thing to say.
And this is what I'm trying to say to you is in every society, in every real community, they say the woman is the teacher of the first child.
That's it.
Right? So if the woman is the teacher of the first child, how dare you have a child and not respect the woman?
Goddamn.
No doubt. Because if that's the teacher,
you changed the whole conversation.
If that's the teacher, I'm sorry, but if that's the teacher, I wouldn't let my children continue to go to school if the teacher's a Ku Klux Klan. If I know the teacher's name is David Duke, I got to get the fuck up out of there. Me and my son and my daughter and everyone else, we getting the fuck up out of there. So this is the thing is in human nature sometimes what fucks me up is how can we say the woman is the first teacher of the child and we respect that, but then we don't respect the woman?
Damn. Don't do that today, dog. Thanksgiving.
You know what I mean?
N.O.R.E, please.
Nah, that's real.
Thanksgiving. You're doing it.
I went too far.
You're doing it. Today.
Goddamn. It's right there.
Okay.
That's real.
Right there.
Okay. It's good you say that because you know, as a Moor and a Muslim, like I say, we represent. You know what I mean? This fez right here represents the womb. the tip on the top represents the belly button, and the tassel that you usually see represents the umbilical cord.
Oh shit, you going extra.
We all come out of the womb. You know what I mean? And your mom's vision, and the highest principle is love. So we honor the it's basically what you just said, and when we big up the woman, it's called uplifting for all of humanity. Humanity is the female that fell, and you can judge any nation or community by the state of their woman. If the woman is fucked up, you fucked up. Right. Because we all come out of the woman, and we spend the rest of our lives trying to get back up in it.
Damn, dog.
On the other side, that reverse?
360. That was ill.
That's real.
I see all these guys have plenty of women all over the place. I don't even know how to do it.
Nah, I can't do it.
I can't do it. I don't know how. Because I have an autistic son. For him to say,
real shit,
Mom, why'd you do that to mommy?
And how your mom takes
like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you can still be a scumbag with autistic son. I'm just throwing it out there.
No.
You gotta not want to be. You know what I told? You know what I said the other day? Let me tell you something. Real quick, right?
I'm explaining to you.
Real quick, and I'm gonna hand it right back to you. Hand it right back to you. When I wasn't loyal and whatever, I would never watch sports. I would not know. But now, when you loyal, you figure a way to be bored.
No, it's not bored. It's not the word.
I called you bored. It's not the word. I've been trying to kick it. I've been trying to watch football. I don't fuck with baseball. Yo, I don't fuck with baseball. But when I'm trying to be loyal, I'll stay home and watch a Mariners game.
Yo, I tried to get him out the other day. Hold on. I tried to get you out. Because I wanted some big brother talk, right? You know what that nigga said? I tried to get him out the other day. I need some big brother talk. He's like, yo, I want to just stay home and get some rest.
No.
Yo, I'll show you the text. I said, what?
No, you're allowed to a nap. You're allowed to a nap.
Because he has to back and tune into his world.
What you just explained was growth. We put on this earth to grow. I mean, you got to get all that shit out when you're young. So you got to go through them experiences. Ain't nothing by accident. There's nothing new under the sun, and everything is in divine order. So even the worst shit that has even happened to you in your life, it brought you to here. Not even a muscle can grow without resistance. Your muscle is there chilling until you burn it, until you stretch it, make it uncomfortable. The shit don't grow. That's like us. You had to go to jail. Some people get shot, but I'm saying what you just mentioned is what we're all supposed to strive for is growth.
Right.
You know what I mean? You don't want to be no 50-year-old still running around. I mean, come on, man.
But Hakim may be bored. That's not the word.
Not the word. I'm a little drunk right now.
Saying about having an autistic son is like having a double life because they depend on you. But you said it was.
No. What I'm saying, I didn't say that. I didn't mean that. If I said that, what I mean is. You can still be a scumbag. I know people with autistic sons.
I know that.
That
and
still
they're gonna pay for that. They're gonna pay for that.
No,
but
they might not. I mean,
it's scary because they depend on you twice as your average kid.
Absolutely.
No, it's the same attention.
No, it's deep. It's deep. Trust me. I live it every day. And he's Asperger's, so it's a different thing because he's saying, "Dad, I need you for the rest of my life."
But the funny part about it though is when people we were taught that when you hear autistic or somebody with cerebral palsy that they're slow or that they're messed up, but that's not really the case. In most cases or all cases, you know what I mean, they're actually
they're
more
sped up.
advanced than us right here.
Yeah.
Wow. And
vision. Sometimes my son tells me something.
And hear things and
hyper-intelligent. My son tells me, Dad, don't worry about it. It's gonna be handled, and I'll get a phone call. And I'm coming. He's ahead of this. He's only 6 years old.
He was put here to teach you. You know what I mean? A lot of people would say, you know what I mean? He's just a baby. He didn't ask to be here. But that's not the truth because we all chose our family. Your mother and your father just made the way. For you to get here, you know how many billions of sperm cells had to die? You fought to come in that family to teach your mother.
That's what I'm saying.
Mad business.
So that's what I'm saying. So it's more of a challenge. It's deep. It's deep.
This shit don't work.
Every time I see a man, I just say to myself, yo, man, you're screwing life.
So they got 0 children right now.
his kids.
I ain't gonna lie, his shit don't work at all. His dick has his own abortions.
18-year-old bitch to see if you get a pregnant.
Listen, eventually I'm gonna hit a game.
No, Chachi, go on.
All right, man. But listen, man, we done talking about this shit. Tory Lanez and Pusha T might go back and forth. Who cares? 6ix9ine albums delayed due to the indictment. Who cares?
Who cares?
Because no, I mean we want him to come home. We don't care about his album. We care about him and Treyway and all of the other gang members coming home. That's what the fuck we care about. Cardi B surprises her mom with a new crib. I think that's honorable, Cardi B. I think that you're a fucking beautiful soul inside. I don't want to say you're beautiful outside because you have a man and whatever. But yeah, Paul is definitely super drunk. And so Cardi B, man, congratulations for buying your mom's a new home. I think everybody should buy their mom. Yeah. I'm trying to buy my mom's a home in Florida. She's like, you trying to get me? She's like, you trying to get me? Because I want my moms to move out here. But yeah, so big up to Tory Lanez and Pusha T. I don't think Pusha T is gonna take that bait. 6ix9ine album delayed. Stevie J, we respect you. Cardi B surprised his mom. The Adrian and Pacquiao, whatever. The indictment. Fat Joe already called in. CNN. We had Capone call in. Art Basel, please. We're gonna see you out here. We're gonna smoke up. Do whatever. Tory Lanez and Joyner Lucas. We don't know where this ends at. Pusha T in Toronto. Maybe Pusha's gonna try to get Drake back. I'm not sure. Snoop Dogg, salute you on the Star, and Kim Porter, rest in peace forever. We was blessed by your presence. Every time I met this woman, she would always be the star of the party. She'd walk in, she'd light up her room. She was a beautiful, gorgeous black queen, and going way too soon. We don't know what it's over. We're not trying to investigate. We're just trying to support and send love to the kids and everybody else. From the Combs family to the Porter family. We respect you, Drink Champs family. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Yo, this is my brother Gino Cass. Gino Sims in the building. Make some noise. Yo, Gino Cash, we totally forgot. But listen, man, we wrapping up this CNN reunion anniversary. What do you remember about the reunion?
Oh man, classic times. Miami, Channel Sound Studios, Criteria, Wet Willies. Just so much. That wasn't even like a project. That was more like a party. He's like partying and recording on the run.
Wow. And we just turned 18 years.
18 years. And was crazy. The album still knocks. The mixes are still together. It's still classic. It's still timeless. And we did it.
Well, Gino Sims, man, Gino Cash, thank you for calling in. Thank you. But listen, we've been calling around asking everybody what they thankful for Thanksgiving, and we have to ask you what you thankful for, sir.
Thankful for living, having freedom, and be able to celebrate good times with good people like, CNN and all my family and all that.
There you go, man. Well, make some noise for Gino Sims. Goddamn it, make some noise!
EFN, what up?
All
right, Gino, man, we speak to you later, man. Thank you for calling in.
All right, love is love.
All right, one love. This nigga Sonny still on us. It's a rock box.